It looked pretty good. I actually like almost everything going on in the deck. I'm not actually sure that like Assassin's Trophy is main deckable at the moment. I think you can play Contempt, but that's a difference of opinion. And that goes back and forth based on what the meta is. Like, I don't think there's a you're going to make this choice all the time. I think it's based on what you're getting paired versus. And I just think Contempt's a little bit better with all the black green decks running around. I think Assassin's Trophy is a little bit better if there's more aggressive decks, which I've not really ran into. Also, kind of surprised that we don't have a third Fiend Broker, and I still just really hate Veraska the Golgari Queen, but whatever. But anyway, so this is my first time playing a build that has Find Finality. I think. Maybe I played one before. I don't know. I play a lot of decks. Kind of interested. I really like it. I think Duress is very well positioned. I think Wild Growth Walker is in a pretty good spot. Probably will play Wild Growth Walker wrong. I don't know if you're just supposed to jam it on 2 and hope that you can play a spell on 3, or, and it survive versus red decks, or whether you're just supposed to wait to 4 mana and cast 2 spells. Kind of confused about that. Also, I'm not super sold on these district guides. I do love the fact that there's no Llanowar Elf. My house is burning hot. Yep. Oh, they joined at the literal last second? Interesting. And this hand's a keep. Am I dropping frames, or is my opponent just slow? Seems like opponent's just slow. Some other green-black deck. Give it away. Our Overgrown Tomb's prettier than theirs, objectively speaking. That's right, objectively speaking. No bias at all, just prettier. Fact. It's actually not even close to a fact. This land's actually really nice looking. What cell is this one? Ooh, Abzan. Knight of Grace is really well positioned, but I'm not loving Knight of Malice. First one of us that gets to the Planeswalker side of the game will probably win. Think we're running like 6 or 7 in the main deck. I'm not actually sure. Too lazy to count. 7, I think. Let's see, 4 Veraska, 3 of them being big, and 3 Vivian. Alright, our opponent's already aggravated me by taking 30 seconds to fire the Q and then being a minute and a half down on turn 2 when they've played 1 spell. Yeah. Unexcusable, I say. A Pel Collector. Interesting. Boom. My name is the Jade Light Ranger. I do the things. I kind of want that, but we don't have close to the mana as of yet. So we're just going to do the bashing things. This thing's gonna keep getting slow, you know, until he kills it with a Veraska or something. Oh, we have mana now. Maybe I made the unwise choice of not doing the dirty when we could. Could block here, buy this back, cast that, but it's probably not worth it. I'd probably rather just attack. I don't know exactly what he has, but we're just going to attack. Six mana, chop them up. I guess I'll keep another Jadelight Ranger. Jadelight Ranger's a Q. Cool, too cool for school. So we can kill all this stuff and just make this massive? I don't know if that's worth it. Feels like it's worth it. I guess that's a creature you control. So like I didn't have to target at the beginning of this. If we didn't have so much gas left in our hand, that probably wouldn't have made that play. But like, we can already cast this and this, or we can just kill this. We have an Assassin's Trophy if they hit a Walker or a Lyra. We have a Ravenous Choop if they have a big one. Just having a 6/5 feels pretty good. What do? You get 2 Knight tokens. So if I attack, you're probably going to double block, and then you get 2 Knight tokens? Let's lead with this. I definitely don't want you. Um... Hmm. Kind of just want to play a. Kind of just want to play Plaguecrafter and sack it, and then try to trade this for all 3 of those. I think that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm pretty sure they're just going to block with this. Offering them to trade of this for these 3. They didn't take it. That surprises me. I don't think attacking for 12 even matters, but I guess they can just block it the next 3 turns or whatever. It's a pretty easy block, I think. I'm surprised that they didn't take the block when we offered it to them. Now we're just going to keep bashing. Alright, well, they're done. It's interesting to me that they're done. You'd think they would have a Lyra or something that beats the board here, but I guess we have double Memorial to Folly. Maybe that's enough to scare them off. Alright, so sideboarded games. I don't think I want these. I want to sideboard basically how I would a mirror. So like Plate Crafter's probably less good. I actually don't know about Wild Growth Walker if I want to sideboard like a mirror. They had a lot of like random X2s though. Maybe it's better to sideboard like I would versus tokens. I probably don't have a lot of tokens. I think they've got enough tokens to want those. I think I want to bring these in because we saw that stupid 4/4. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of annoying. Maybe we don't want the Assassin Trophy. I don't know what kind of walkers they actually have. Maybe just go with something like this. Actually, maybe I want the Assassin's Trophy. Don't want to go Gari. Yeah, we'll try that. Still plenty enough creatures to like beat a Lyra. We still have sweepers. Six are very customizable. Costume. This hand's kind of slow, and they can have some pretty aggressive starts, but I think it's too good to get rid of. Sorry, messaging a local asking them what cards they'll need for their Friday Night Magic. I guess I could have done that at better timing. It's okay, because our opponent's letting us sit in our second main phase anyway. Or their second main phase, not even ours. Pell Collector is odd for that deck, I think. They did put on top when they mulliganed. They started with a basic land. Hey man, what's up? We've played before. We have definitely played before. I recognize the name. I don't remember the match though. I'm sorry, I played too many. So I wonder if they're playing the Tulio Grande style deck. Like Tulio is a mad genius, but like the dude's very good. Knight of Autumn's very good as well. Like, wonder what the black's for. Like they have a black 2-drop, but then they have like a double white drop, and then they have green 1-drops. Like they're playing a lot of excellent Magic cards. I can't even say like I think this card's very good. I think Knights are very good, though. I do think the Grace is better than the Malice. Um, History is obviously one of the best cards in the format in general, but ooh, that's not great for us. But as anybody who's watched any of my videos knows, I am terrified of mana in general, and I think their deck's falling into the category that frightens me. Now, the fact that they mulliganed and only hit 2 land drops, like I don't hold that against them, but like having the colors on turn 1 plus 2 plus 3 just seems hard. I think I'm just going to send this Ranger across. It doesn't ever block. I don't care if they chump it with the Pelt Collector because we have Final and Finality. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to call it Find Finality. I don't know what the card's actually called. I should look it up. If I'm going to be oh, you guys don't need to see that. If I'm going to be referencing the card, figure out what it's called. Oh, it is Find Finality. Alright, I'm not an idiot. Well, I mean, that's not that's not anecdotal or not empirical evidence or whatever. They're like 4 minutes ahead of them, but I did talk to them, so they're like probably typing a response. I'm also playing pretty slow myself, so we don't know where they're from. Like, it could just be an internet thing. Can't be super upset about it, though. Like, another thing anybody who's ever watched me knows I'm absurdly impatient. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like nice opponents. See, a lot of people say that like one of the biggest selling points for them on Arena is that there's no chat or whatever, because like all you ever hear about is like toxicity when it comes to chat. But you can honestly meet nice people, and the social aspect of Magic is one of my favorite aspects of it. I think like when I first started playing Magic, and don't get me wrong, I'm an old man, so in 1993, like if it had just all been digital with no chatting, there's no way I would still be playing this game today. I love the social. And sure, sometimes you get an opponent that says something super offensive or just like super rude that you don't want to watch. And if you're like me, I just laugh about it and like post it on my Twitter or whatever. It's not a big deal. But if it's something that actually offends you, you can always just block them. So off the top of my head, I don't remember how. There you go. You click their name and click block. So like you don't have to lead, or you don't have to pay attention to them if they're actually doing something that you find offensive. But no, so it's not. This isn't like League of Legends. Like League of Legends is another extremely toxic game, but it does you a disservice to actually block them or whatever, because it's a team game and you need to be able to see their pings. You need to be able to communicate in that game. This is a game to where, like, I don't need to communicate in this game, right? If my opponent's saying something I don't want to read, there is no reason for me to read it. So me and our opponent are just exchanging damages at the moment. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to just play Vivian and go upstairs with it, or whether I'm supposed to do something else. I kind of want to play Vivian and go upstairs with it, but... So it goes to 6. Say they have a white mana and a white permanent. This could potentially get to. I don't think they ever do that much. I'm just going to cast this. I'm going to attack first. Maybe we'll get a removal spell from them or something. With double Choop, I don't think we're going to lose anything but a Planeswalker. I think I'm actually just going to kill this one too. Like, it getting bigger is kind of aggravating. They have 2 mana. So next turn we should be able to play Vivian and add to the board and be able to protect it a little bit better. Or we can do something like Sir Choops and a Jade Light. It all depends on what they play. There's a good chance, though, that I'm getting to the point of the game where I'm now just going to cast Vivian and go on about my life. Distracted by spelling Tocatli to a friend over and over in chat. Or over and over on Facebook. There's a good chance that this just dies to like another one of these things. Assassin's Trophy. There you go. I guess I'm going to take the Wild Growth Walker. How's black-green feeling worse every day? Like, people keep trying to play bad blue decks, and black-green feels really good versus bad blue decks. Like, the only thing I don't want to see is, like, our opponent playing Temple Gardens and Basic Plains. As of right now, I think I like all the other matches. Though the red decks still can bury you if your draws are, like, medium. What? You have finality. You definitely have a chance. You just get 6 mana and you're caught up. So that's one of the things that makes this deck great. In between Playcrafters and Sir Choops and like buying them back, it's kind of hard to get behind as long as you hit your land drops. Keep that thing. Play this thing. What? This entire deck's designed to beat control. There's not a bad card in this deck if we're talking about a control match. I guess they're gonna Cervelle too. That's kind of cool. Certainly keeping that. Boom shakalaka. They're 10 life, but I don't really want to give them a land, though I don't actually know what giving them a land hurts. Like, what can they play with 4 to 6 lands that I care about? I mean, between Assassin's Trophy, Contempt, Duresses, and shoot, and Playcrafter, how is a deck with just 4 Teferis or like 4 Teferis and a Chromium ever supposed to beat you? They can't counter everything. You just can't beat them or can't lose to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can cast this and this, though I messed up. I should have played this first. I think I'm going to keep that too. There's not that many counter spells, mate. Guess I'm just going to attack with this. A little worried about finality at the moment. If they're blocking, they definitely don't have finality. And I don't need the Veraska to win, I don't think. I do think Explosion's a good card. I don't know how this deck gets that mopey of draws. It's like infinite early aggression. Ooh, that's a decent one, but he knows we have... Well, first we have a Vivian in place. Second, we have this. All of our creatures get massive. Don't necessarily know if we can lose now. I mean, we can't lose now. We have a lethal attack on the table, but... Didn't need to play this. I guess this... I was trying to type GG and thank you, but opponent conceded, so I don't know if he'll see. It's kind of cool to play a viewer round one, though. Go ahead and click play mat. this. We got 11, and by 11 I mean 9. That's 11 post board. 2 drops. We're just ready to rock control decks. Yeah, well, we have to mulligan. Easy keep. They mulliganed as well, though, thankfully. Need another land, but we don't need it for multiple turns. They were. They might not be now. It's kind of good in the mirror. People might be putting them in the main deck to try to get an edge in the mirror. But previously they were. So I guess we start with this. This matchup's pretty hard. I've found that the blue decks run over these black-green decks. Especially if they get a good draw. Luckily, he doesn't have an obsession yet, but now he's got a, where's the obsession? I was going to say he had a 4th mana and could save a Tempest Gen. But yeah, it's a good chance this game's over. Like, our deck's not really set up well to beat a deck like this. No, we do have some things in the sideboard that are good. And if we run them out of counter spells, maybe the finality can win the game. Oh wow, they don't have a counter spell? That is absurd. Yeah. Pretty commonplace. Ooh, another one of those. That's really nice. Might just be casting this as a 3/4. Won't love that. I guess we're casting this one now. Slightly ahead on board. If that counts for anything. Some of these builds have spell pierce in them, so like there's a decent chance that the finality doesn't actually win the game. Yeah, red's a hard match, just the same as I said this is a hard match. I think they're both pretty hard matches, I won't deny that. there's not really a lot of red decks in the format. Please, no Spell Pierce. They have a Spell Pierce, the game's probably over. They do. I think Spell Pierce is god awful in this deck, by the way. Do not play it. If they didn't have the third Siren Storm Tamer, we wouldn't have played that. But the third Siren Storm Tamer kind of like stopped our other plans. And that's lethal on board. So now we have to play this and just hope. And they have another Spell Pierce that's game. Like I said, this is a pretty bad match. We were on the draw. We didn't have a good... I think we were on the draw. We might have been on the play. I don't remember. We do have some things to do post-board, though. Like, we're going to take out a lot of these big clunky cards. We're going to bring in these Wild Growth Walkers, which are cards they don't really beat. Didn't like our opponent's build of the deck. Exclusionary Mage is, like, pretty bad in the main deck as well. Definitely want these. What don't we want? We don't want the 6-drops. We don't want District Guide. Probably don't want these. I'm running a couple of Duresses. I'm running a Death Gorge Scavenger too. I'm actually going to take out a Vivian. It's only really good versus Tempest Gen, and we have plenty of other removal spells for a Tempest Gen. Yeah, but this match is not great for us. It's one of our worst match. Going under green-black's probably the best way thus far of beating it. Actually going to keep that. They gain 10 million life, they'll never win, right? Kappa? I need to play a 3-drop this turn. I'm going to play this one. Whatever I play is going to get counterspelled. I guess it's not going to get counterspelled then. Still casting this. I can double spell next turn if I do this. Double spelling seems important here. If we want to beat a card like this, we're going to have to, or a deck like this, we'd have to put like some Smoots or Dead Weights or something in our deck. I definitely don't want you. Definitely do want you. Yeah, so let's gain 1,000,000 life. We have quite the board. Yep, pretty easy trade. They dropped a 9. Five-Growth Walker, very good. I think I sideboard out cards like Shard of Course too often when I play the deck. Um, First of all, let's look at their hand. Take the Chart of Course. I guess we're going to let them have a card here. Force a block. They don't really have a card in their deck that comes back from a spot like this. They block the biggest. They still go to 2. We have 3 lethal attackers next turn. So it's a good match for them, though. We're going to have a similar draw next game to get anywhere. I don't think I want to change anything from the play to the draw. This draw is probably not good enough. The Vivian itself's not great. We don't have a second green mana. We don't have things to play with our green mana. 2 finalities are like pretty bad. We'll keep it even though it's only 1 land. I think it's better than what we had. We get a scry plus 2 draw steps to try to find another land. But if they just turn to a Curious Obsession, this game's probably already over with the current hand that we have. Well, they didn't have it so far. Just because they didn't have it yet doesn't mean we're in good shape. It has to go to the graveyard. We don't have enough lands for it. There's like no cast downs or anything. Those cards aren't good versus a lot of matches. It's just the fact that they're pretty good here. They still have 5 cards in their hand. We're not going to be able to get this Tempest Shin off the board. Like we somehow have to race. In a spot that I don't think it's possible to race. Let's see if we can get him to spend his thing. This is quite literally the best we can do. Nope, couldn't even get him to use this thing. They probably have a counterspell as well. I was really hoping to get a creature in the graveyard so that we didn't die in 2 turns. Well, so they have 5, 6, 7. We can block this, so they have 5, 6. Any land 7. We quite literally, to even get another turn, have to be able to hit with this and resolve this. Yeah, we have no out. That's not true. Yeah, that's true. We have no out. Let's look at their hand before we lose. Just for curiosity's sake. Yep, it's a rough match. This blue decks are very good versus the control decks and pretty good versus, or very, very good versus the green-black decks. They're like kind of medium versus red this season. I won off Vivian ult game 1. Well, I was going to win that game with or without Vivian ult, but that's not the point. We got the ultimate Vivian. That felt cool. Our opponent accepted the match and has taken over a minute and still not made the first play. Hey, no, what's up? This hand's pretty weak. We have no 2-drops. We don't even have a 3rd mana, but again, think it's good enough to keep. 9 2-drops. It would be nice to start drawing them. Maybe we want a 10th. It's an easy block if he attacks. Her hand's pretty gas. Oh. Cute. Wait. Yeah, we did 2 damage to him. I'm going to make the exact same play because I want the board cleared in case he's got a 4-mana Vraska. I'm quite literally making the same play here because of that. Again, keeping the board clear. Casey's got a Vivian now. Rest in peace, us. So I'm going to put that on top of our library. I really want to draw that. I also really want to play the district guide this turn. It's weird. You get the other card out of their hand. I'm not sure if this is worth this. Some chance that it's a Relic Seeker, though. No. It was a Gargari Fiendbroker. Don't hate that we got it out of the hand now. Except they can loop these forever. Not sure how we beat that. Huh. Not sure how we beat this. The Plaguecrafter just so they can't, even though like they're easily going to get the Fiendbroker and they have their own Plaguecrafter as well. I have no idea how we beat the Eldest Reborn Fiendbroker loop. Seems like too much gas. Maybe we can draw a Relic Seeker and break it up or something at some point. I don't know why we're pausing right now. I don't even know why our opponent's not F6'd. We do not have access to this Eldest Reborn loop in our deck. That may be a mistake. Yes, you get to find broke your Reborn. Great. Guess we get rid of this one. You just not kill this, I guess. Maybe that's a better play. Yeah, I probably just wasn't supposed to kill that, right? I have to discard one of these? Doesn't seem good for me either. I'm going to keep the 2 Plaguecrafters because the 2 Plaguecrafters can still kill a Vivian from here. Just trying to get their life low. So I'm going to have to sacrifice this now. I just think I'm dead. I think I played this game wrong somewhere. I think basically we had to draw a Planeswalker. I feel like these matches are often who gets the first 5 mana spell wins. And they did. I guess I was supposed to just not kill this then. Yeah, that's where I punted. I was supposed to cast both of these last turn, because now I feel like I just can't ever play them. But now they've got my Fine Broker going away. I'm just dead. I'm dead unless I draw a Vraska or a Gideon. Or Vivian. Oh, they have another Eldest Reborn. I have no chance to win this game. This game is just over. I have to draw like Runner Vivian now. Just can't beat that loop. It's too strong. Which surprises me that like we've taken away from it. Anyway, I think these are bad here, which sucks because we drew a bunch of them and nothing to do but like really bring it back. Guess I want these, and this. Guess I have to take out 2 random creatures, sure. I just don't like how I played that game. I think I learned while playing that game. We'll keep it, but it's like, again, pretty weak. I feel like I had the hand to win game 1 and I didn't. Like, I'm a little tilted at myself. They mulligan to 5 under draw was bad, and we just lost to a loop that I probably should have been able to stop with better play. But I just didn't think far enough ahead or whatever. Cool. Another finality. Not very good here. We did sideboard out 2 of our 2 drops, but I was assuming that at this point in the game we would have drawn a 2 drop or a 3 drop. That card's good. I shouldn't have played my land, that was a mistake. Go ahead and leave that on top. Just a random removal spell. Oh, they have 2 of them. What daggers? Pretty easy block though. Yeah, they get to draw a bunch of cards, but we get to try to clear the board. Midnight Precursor's a pretty decent card. I really like them in these mirrors. Just have a land Eldest Reborn. We're super far behind, but we get to cast Vivian and kill the Reborn at least. Well, we can't save any of our stuff now. Everything dies. Everything dies. We could have technically drew a land. So I can put a land among them into my hand this way. Kind of wanting a land, so I did not get a land. Rip. Well, I wouldn't have got a land the other way either, so I guess at least we have that going for us. Man, missing a land drop hurts. Being behind on the board when we've drawn or had access to 6 or 5 extra cards to find lands is a little appalling. So this is going to die here. That's also not a land. That's also not a land. It technically gets a land, but I don't know how we win if we're just never hitting lands. I don't think there's much we could have done this game, at least. Now we're in a spot to where probably can't keep Vivian alive. They have an actual handful of cards. I have no idea how they still have a handful of cards. They've literally played nothing that gave them extra cards except for the Midnight Reapers. But we've drawn multiple extra cards ourselves. I feel we're behind on lands. We're behind on just everything at this point. So we can't save Vivian, but we knew that before the turn started. Killing the Vivian itself, or killing the Vraska just makes me think we're going to die. Why did they send everything there? This is a poor use of this card. And about guarantee that they have another one, the way this game's played. Or a fine broker. I mean, they still have 5 cards. I don't think this card's very good. Like, I wouldn't want it in my deck. It might be marginally better than Squeeze Squire if, like, you have 0 Wild Growth Walkers in your deck, but I kind of like Wild Growth Walker right now. Hey, they had it. Oh, we're just buying back a Midnight Walker. Well, that could be worse. This can't even block. I don't know how we're supposed to beat this Fiend Broker. Again. They have double Memorial to Folly. We have to block this time. So basically, you just get to draw a bunch of cards. We're like too far behind to beat this card, too far behind to beat the table, really. Need to draw an untapped land. Untapped land, please. A third memorial? That's not an untapped land. Needed to be able to add something to the board here. Just casting this doesn't get me anywhere. So they have a Assassin's Trophy in their hand, probably. Just like kind of casting spells and losing. Like Murph said earlier, when you get behind with this deck, it's pretty impossible to catch up. And we've been behind basically since our opening 7, but again, I think our hand was better than just like throwing a 7 away. Guess a midnight bargain. Then maybe we can draw our third finality and win. Can't really even win here because we have to kill this. So like, say we play our 2 blockers and we kill this. He's still hitting us for 7, so like, I don't think we have an out. Like, we could draw finality and clear the board, but he can buy this back, then we don't have another finality to kill that. I just got crushed in the mirror. It's the first time I played the mirror, really. And their deck was definitely designed to be better in the mirror. Don't know if it's better versus the metagame. Certainly better versus what we were doing. We play. We keep. Hand's fine. Not great in the mirror, but it's fine. Let's take the damage just in case we hit a green next turn. Hey, green. Yay us. Of course, they get a Carnage Tyrant, which is insane in the match, and they get a counter, so I can't even attack. AKA, they hit better than we do. Definitely don't want you. We want a reasonable spell, please. Oh, Midnight Reaper main. Well, we're not going to block then. We're just going to kill the Midnight Reaper. You get a card. Keep applying pressure. Card's not good versus us. That card doesn't do much. Well, they have their mana for their Carnage, and I don't know how we beat their Carnage, so... What's our plan then? Guess it's just attack with this thing and kill their land to try to buy a turn. Should have attacked with the Chupacabra too. For some reason I thought this was a 4-3. Like, I looked at it, I physically looked at it, and still thought it was a 4-3. It's just a mistake. I literally looked at it and thought it was a 4-3. They cast the first 5 mana spell, and they have a very good 6 mana spell to follow it up. AKA, we are super far behind and probably can't win this game. Oh, wait. Why didn't they just cast Carnage Tyrant? They're going to win if they cast Carnage Tyrant. They might not win if they don't. I guess I don't want that. Guess their counter Tyrant still is pretty good unless we draw Plaguecrafter. We can kill it this turn if we have one. There's 3 in our deck. Probably dead now. How many creature cards we want? Am I just supposed to start attacking now? And like letting them draw a card for free? This doesn't feel like it wins. It isn't something that feels like it's going to win. Feels to me like they played the entire game around playing this, and then just like slam it at the worst possible time. They have a finality though, I don't know how we win. So that's the only plan that we can muster with these is just like turn things sideways. Should have played a land deed already style, I'm just clicking buttons. I guess we keep that, even though I don't actually think it's good here. Because he's obviously going to have a follow-up. I mean, he's got a memorial to follow. There's just like no way the Plaguecrafter ever kills anything in this spot. And the game's over. The card on top of our library we don't want. Again, been behind the entire game. There's just nothing we can do in these spots. I've drawn like 5 more lands than our opponent or something, though. Yeah, just take 3. Don't really want them to get that in their graveyard, so. Oh. They have morphings. Fun for us. Let's hit 2 more lands. You can do it, deck. Just one. Disappointment. There's no way to block it with enough to only lose. If they have an Assassin's Trophy, we just get wrecked, but I didn't have enough toughness to not lose 4 creatures to an Assassin's Trophy. I think they can just like buy it back. Yeah, we gotta kind of stop drawing bad cards in these matches. The only one of these black-green games that have even been close is the game that our opponent was on to play with 5 cards. And we lost it. It was just close. Oh, we lost to Walker, and I'm confident Walker's just not good in the match. So green black decks is looking like it's worse than the red black mirror. Wonder if you're, hey JJ, what's up? Wonder if you're ever supposed to draw in the match. They're down to 5 again. We've already lost the 5 once. And our hand's kind of bad, so let's see what happens. Whee! Llanowar Elf again. Another card that I think is pretty awful in this match. It's a card I'd even sideboard out if I had. I guess I'll put it into my graveyard. And get it back with this later, and we need lands anyway. I think this card's bad in this match too. It should never do anything other than get 1 trigger. Unless your opponent's got an awful draw. Spoiler, we have an awful draw. So it's obviously going to look amazing. He's just going to like have a Chupacabra and Shaman again. Or Death Gorge again or something. Can't block. Maybe we should have blocked. I'm actually going to cast it. I know this seems like a waste, but we already have a finality, and we need something that lets us attack him if they drop a Planeswalker this turn. Because obviously their mulligan to 5 is better than my keep 6. Just truly a tilt. So I'll put that out there. This is like very much a tilt that their 5's better than my 7. I can't even cast my Vivian. Which is a tilt as well. It just dies if I do. It's weird. They're either double chumping or letting their dude die. I don't know which. Or like trading 2 for. I don't know what they're doing. That's fine. Not happy about it, but it's fine. So next turn, hopefully we'll be able to put counters on the Carnage Tyrant and get back in the game. I guess they have finality. It's the only thing I can think of. Alright, I'll take it then. No, they just hit their own Carnage Tyrant. Oh, such a dagger, man. I've not felt like I've had a chance to play these games. Can't even attack that now. I again wouldn't kill it. It's been in play all this time. And we're dead. This is kind of frustrating. Like, our opponents are playing cards that are good versus us, like better versus us. It's like they're tuned for the mirror, and I'm fine to lose to them. But they're like not really drawing them. They're just like casting a bunch of bad cards usually and being able to win. Like, opponents shouldn't be able to mulligan to 5 and then be able to keep a Vivian in play an entire game. An opponent shouldn't be able to cast a Deathrite Shaman, which is horrible in the match, and be able to get value out of it. It's just things that shouldn't happen. The green black player that like was playing Fine Brokers and Eldritch Reborn, that's fine. We're gonna lose that match 100%. Like, I do not believe that match is winnable if we both have reasonable draws. I do not think we should have lost our last round opponent, yet neither game was even close to close. Like, they literally just mauled us. So we've now lost to the semi-mirror 3 times. And I don't think it was poor play. I think I might have gave up 1 game to mistakes there. First Friday Night Magic has rated me with a party of 11. Well, I thank you very much, First Friday Night Magic. Or First FNM. I am getting crushed tonight. I can't win a match to save my life. Is there an actual raid icon? That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll keep. Wait. No problem. We're getting smashed tonight. We've not come close to winning games. Like, every game's been a landslide us just because we get destroyed. How was your stream? Yeah, I think I was dead anyway, Sam, but you're probably right. I should have definitely kept a second creature around. Insane. Nice. Yeah, Shadowgolf, anybody who's like watching me like whine and lose should go check out First Friday Night Magic stream. Hey, that card's a good magic card. Guess I'm supposed to just play things and attack. I don't know. We have a Veraska that can kill a Lyra later. Probably going to feel terrible about this if they just have a Shalai next turn. There's 3 Vivians and like some more Choops and an Assassin's Trophy though, so like maybe a Voice of Plenty wouldn't be terrible. We have fairly decent odds of drawing something to beat them. I would have to just cast like a first striker though, and we're pretty far behind, so maybe I'm just supposed to never kill that. Fair enough. Thank you for the 2 bits. I pretty much just turn things sideways and hope. It's not been working out well so far, but it's pretty much what I've been doing. Ah! This card's so good. I just don't want to cast any of this stuff. Guess I'm gonna cast it and tick up. Be disgusted with myself. Like, just be disgusted with myself if they have double removal. The other Veraska can, like, get it back from a binding, though. It's an Aurelia. Want want. Can you kill Aurelia? I don't know if you go up to 4. Do not go up to 4. Good night, man. Thanks again for the raid. Goodbye, Veraska. You'll probably be missed. Guess there's just no chance Veraska dies unless I allow it to die. Well, I mean, unless they have like a lightning strike or something, which if they have a lightning strike, they'd have probably just used it. But um, definitely want to kill the Legion War Boss. Kinda want this to be big enough to kill this though. So to do so, I have to chump. And then I'm still throwing this away? I don't know if I can throw this away just to kill an Aurelia. Probably have to throw it away to kill an Aurelia, to be honest. I probably don't have an option. You have like Swift Justice or something? And that'd be brutal. Hey, that's what it looks like. Brutal has been called. Oh, here we are in this familiar position where none of our cards feel like they do anything. Feel like I have to kill this. Opponent said be right back, bio. I kind of want to just sack Golgari. Golgari's going to die no matter what. Is it better just to have a random creature if the Golgari is going to die? Like, the Golgari dies for free, so. Stand by, that Golgari's not very good. I think I'm going to sell mine tonight. They're like 10 ticks right now or something. Hey, Jen, what's up? Oh, I have 2 hosts tonight. Thank you, Buttons, for the 19-person host. I'm not winning a game tonight. It's fun. I'm just like constantly getting smashed. So everybody, come by to watch me cry. Too busy playing on Facebook to cry, though. There's candy to crush. Winnings for losers anyway. Yeah, you heard him, opponent. Winnings for losers. You should like stop winning, opponent. It's for losers. Is that card playable? Oh, I guess it is if it goes up to 4. Power 2. Oh, wow, that card's a lot better than I thought it was. Alright, well, we have no chance to win this game. We're 100% dead. We're not 100% dead. We're 100% dead. Yeah, we're not actually 100% dead. We can draw something that can block next turn, and then we can Vivian to Aurelia, blah, 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 blah. We're dead. La 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 la, we can't win at all. Can draw like a finality and then still be alive. I think we'll still be above 4. Yeah, we're still above 4. We have finality to draw. That's not a finality. Is that enough to keep us alive? That's enough to keep us alive, ain't it? I've not done the map to see. I can even cast everything. What a wild day. Technically still alive. Technically still alive. That's not a Johnny. We're still technically alive. Now we're drawing the finality in the something. I don't know. So they're definitely killing this. This blocking doesn't feel like it even matters. We're dead. I don't know what they're playing. I'm going to assume it's something like Boros Angels. Even though I don't think Boros Angels has like a Johnny's and stuff in it. Hmm. This don't want any of our cards. Guess I want you. Who's attacking a bunch. And you. What don't I want? Um, you're probably bad. You guys are probably bad. I don't know if I want any of you. Oh, we're totally getting smashed tonight, though. Like, we're not coming close to winning these games. Drew a Wild Growth Walker with nothing to explore. What can we build to beat Golgari? We just play mono blue. Just trash them. I have a good opening hand, but like, I don't know if this card's good enough. I think I'd rather just be Midnight Bargain. I think that card's so like medium, I'm playing this instead of using it. Just so our Wild Growth Walker can attack. Knight of Grace is pretty good right now, though. I think Knight of Grace and Adonto and History are like a good start of a deck. You can go about anywhere you want after that. Like, I think that's a good place to start. Well, Direfleet Daredevil doesn't do anything unless I cast something. Do I have enough instant and instantries? Instant and sorcery? Instantaries. Do I have enough instant and sorceries in this deck to like warrant a Daredevil? I don't know. I have 7 post board. I think I have 7. I guess stealing back a finality can like get you back in a game late, or stealing back a find rather can get you back in the game. I don't know why we're sitting in the second main phase. Guess I'll keep that too. Anything to keep powering up this Wild Growth Walker. It also lets me play double spell next turn because I have the District Guard. 3, 4, 5. We get to attack with it again. Go us. Thing's gonna get so slow. It's already pretty slow. What do you do? No, I don't think you're very good. They can probably attack now. I'd probably block. Wonder what Ginger's latest build looks like. I don't know how I can play a video game on the side, play on Facebook on my phone, and still be like 4 and 5 minutes ahead of our opponents in most games. I don't think my play's that bad. It's not great. I'm not Reed Duke or anything, but definitely above average. Well, you can't kill this again, so hiya. So they have settled the wreckage? Opponent! Why? Why? Might actually have a decision this time. Do 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 do. Oh, we're gonna cast something. Yay us. They're gonna tap all of their mana and cast something else as well. Pretty sure I'm supposed to just play this then. I'd keep a second creature if I can. Good, but I can't. You're just gonna concede to that? You're not dead. Hell, you even have a blocker. But why? Why are you conceding to this? Why? I don't even care if you have 4 lands in your hand. Why do you concede to this? Tell our opponent that we are 1 and 3 and can't get a prize. Yeah, like I don't think you concede to that. Like I don't even know if I was supposed to play it, so I'm like pretty sure you don't concede to it. Like I think there's a very good chance I wasn't supposed to even play it. Like casting it while knowing he had the Dire Devil is like probably just bad. So you definitely shouldn't concede to it. Like I don't even think we were a favorite to win that game. Kind of just want to bring in some Carnage Tyrants. Maybe I'm supposed to. I'd be taking out Squeeze Squires if I bring them in. A pretty easy keep. Sideboarded 2 of these out, drew 2. What if I should have brought left? That card's pretty good when it's played early. I don't think it's good overall, but certainly good here. Hit a land, so we can't even block it. They don't have a Legion's War Boss, but that's okay as long as they don't have a history or as long as our next thing has 3 toughness. Just like another nice random pause here. Another land, exactly where we want to be. Saying that sarcastically. I don't want that. So you can turn their thing into a 3/4 now, which means we can't even block again. If assuming they have the land, can't block. There's no guarantee they have the land. They had the land. Easy no block, like we just can't block. Do they really not have anything better to spend their mana on? That's good for us. Very good for us. I think I will block this time. Okay, I guess we're not going to attack then. I kind of want to get a land with this. I'm just gonna grab a land. Just in case they can kill this or have like an Ixalan's Binding or something, I just want to guarantee that we get a land. I want to guarantee that we can cast a Relic Seeker next turn if we need to. Or that we can play like double spell, like an Assassin's Trophy and a Contempt, or a Find and a Contempt. Or if things go all to hell, we could just cast Finality. Finality? Finality, I don't know. Nice hosts of 30 people tonight. Big time buttons and first Friday Night Magic. Or first FNM. First FNM's a Bronze Pro for anybody who didn't know, which is kind of cool. It's Aurelia, but we can block. They're casting it into Vivian too, which is weird to me. I'm probably going to lose my board here to like a Swift Justice or something, but I'm fine with that if we do. Because we'll still have enough power to use the... If they'd done it the other way around, they'd have got to deal an extra damage to this guy. Get 2 blockers, or I could just get a Chupacabra. I don't want to risk our thing. I'm just going to do this. Maybe I'm supposed to be greedy when they only have 1 card in their hand, but like I feel like I have a lot of power in play, and I just think the highest probability of this staying in play is doing what we just did. And like, that's a primary concern. As this thing can't kill either of our things at the moment, and we still have an Assassin's Trophy. That was a good one. So we'll play this. So our deck's really doing what it's supposed to do now. Mid-range things go! I think this game's basically over unless they have Banefire in their deck, like multiple Banefires. Or like maybe Fight with Fire into a Banefire. I'm not sure. They have no cards left in their hand though, so they have to do a lot. I don't think even like a top deck of 2 Banefires in a row does it from here. Assume he's getting ready to tell us he's done any second, and then we'll just concede to him. Oh, that was a cute draw. He's hellbent, so it doesn't matter what order I do this stuff in. Guess there could be a Cleansing Nova, though, so I won't play the Fine Broker itself. Even if he had a Cleansing Nova, I don't know how he beats Vivian, Veraska, and the friend. Says non-pirate. These are pirates! Huh? Oh, we're lethal. I didn't realize that he was at 9. Eh, this is the last turn of the last game. Let's play all of our things. Just cause it's fun. Just cause it's fun. Running up the scoreboard. We died. Let us enjoy our last turn when we're dead. We're even casting this since it's the last turn. Get back our Jade Light. Yes, this isn't how if we were actually trying to win this game we would have played those spells. GG, and then we'll concede to our opponent. All right, well, we beat the two non-Golgari decks. We lost to the Golgari decks. Both builds had Eldritch Reborn, or 2 of the 3 builds at minimum had Eldritch Reborn, which is like really, really good, and the other one had Carnage Tyrant in the main deck. Maybe I'm mixing those games up. Don't quote me on that. Two of the decks at least had Eldritch Reborn. I don't remember the third deck. Like they're running together. I don't remember if it had Carnage in the main. I think I had Carnage in the main. I'm pretty sure it had Carnage in the main. Like I'm confident it had Carnage in the main. Had Midnight Bargain in the main too, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe that was game 3. No, it was a round 3 opponent that had Midnight. No, this guy just had Eldritch Reborn main. Okay. So then it was this guy that might have had Carnage and Midnight in the main. So like cards that are really good in the mirror. But like, yeah, so there's the Carnage and the Midnight. So yeah, he had both of them. So basically, all 3 of the green decks we got paired versus seemed to be kind of designed to beat us. Or kind of designed to be better in the mirror. That third opponent had the Green-Black Legend as well. I think I might have lost game 1 of round 2, which was our first Green-Black mirror due to poor play. And there was a mistake we made one game with a finality when we could have kept a second creature. I mean, obviously there was more mistakes than that, but like I think there was only 2 major mistakes. Well, I think all of round 2 game 1 was a major mistake. Like I think I just played the game horrendously. But the finality is the only other major thing that I noticed. Obviously, somebody on YouTube is going to tell me everything else I did wrong, but I didn't notice them in the moment. Don't love the deck. In green-black mirrors, anyway. And green-black mirrors seem to be the most important thing currently. I'm not sure how to approach them. Anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. And we're going to find my nose is like completely stopped up. My voice is horrendous because of it. So we're going to find somebody to host. Then we're going to post our fail from yesterday on YouTube. For anybody who's new from the host, keep in mind that I stream every single day, usually just one league, almost entirely standard, pretty large variety of decks ranging from casual to heavily played decks. This was our 465th day in a row without missing a day. We also post almost all of our videos on YouTube. There's a link down below where you can type like !YouTube in chat. Also, follow the Twitter and stuff as well. See every time we go live, all the deck lists we play, and all my random opinions on crap, because I have lots of randoms opinions on crap. But come back, listen to my Hick speak later. But I'm going to send you guys off to Brad. He's a much better player to me. It seems like he's playing Grixis Dragon, which is a sweeter deck than this. And he's just a better streamer to me in general. But take care, everybody, and thank you, Buttons and First FNM, for the large hosts. Highly appreciated. Take care.